Welcome, dear viewers, to Diabetes Hope channel, the channel where we educate you, motivate you, and encourage you to control your diabetes and probably reverse it. This is the place where you find hope. I am your co-host, Nyambura Madenge, and our host is
Wanjiko Dongo.
Welcome, Wanjiko Dongo, to the channel.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And it's also always very nice to see our viewers.
Sure.
Yes.
So, Mwalimu, what do you have for us today?
Dear viewers, you know that we've been going through a month of fasting.
Yes.
And it has been very interesting. Some people have actually managed to cope with the fast.
Yes.
But for others, imagine it has been difficult.
I'm sure, because it's not been very easy, especially considering the things maybe that you're doing on a day-to-day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in the process, we have some foreign soldiers.
Oh, no.
It was sad. And I tried to find out why those that could not manage, what was the challenges that they had. And one of the things I realized is that for some, it was their first time. And they did lack some basic simple techniques that would have made their fasting more successful.
Yeah, first time is not easy.
It is not easy.
Yeah.
There are some things that one needs to know
Yes.
before they engage in the fast.
True.
And this is what I want us to discuss today.
Okay.
Because I do not want our viewers to be scared of fasting.
Okay.
I want them to try another time, but when they try, they will be more knowledgeable.
True.
And therefore, the fasting will be more successful.
True.
And they will be able to enjoy the benefits of fasting.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
So today, we are going to discuss 5 mistakes that hinder fasting to be successful.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to hearing the 5 mistakes. Maybe I'm doing one of them.
Now, the number 1 mistake that we make is failing to set very clear goals.
Ah.
Now, it is possible to hear that people are fasting, like we did announce. And there are some individuals that considered it important to join us in the fast.
True.
And indeed, they had very good intentions.
I'm sure they did.
But it is important to first internalize that information. Consider it seriously. And be able to see, will it work for me? Will it fit into my times? Will it fit into my schedules? And will I manage it?
True.
That consideration ensures that the fasting is not just about a group, and it is not just a group goal.
Okay.
Now the individual makes it a personal goal and gets seriously committed to it.
True.
Committed not just to the group, but also that personal commitment that this is what I want to do. I have thought about it. I think it is good for me, and I think I want to do this. This becomes very, very important.
True.
So the group goals now become personal goals. And we are likely to be successful when we are pursuing not just group goals, but also personal goals.
Yeah, the individual one.
Yes, the individual goals. For example, we had already outlined how we are going to fast and the hours we are going to fast
during the month.
Yes. So now the individual needed to set their own hours.
True.
And this was going to depend on their daily schedules and also on their commitment.
Yes.
So that the fasting program can become successful.
True. On a personal level.
On a very personal level.
Yeah, because my work may not be, my daily routine may not be the same as yours.
Exactly.
Okay.
And therefore it is important that I work around my routines to see what hours I'm going to fast. And you also work around your routines.
Yeah.
And you see how that is going to work.
Okay.
Yes. You see, Sarah, it is not just important to set the personal goals.
Okay.
But it is also important to document these goals.
Okay.
One, it is important for future reference.
Okay.
And it is also important for evaluation. So that you can understand where it is you are successful and where it is you are not successful.
Okay.
And this becomes a very important tool to use for future fasts. And this is because it is going to help the individual to appreciate the success that was achieved.
True.
And also to understand where the challenges occurred in order to be able to mitigate those challenges for future fasts.
True.
Because I want to believe our viewers, we are not fear fasting. True. They will continue to fast, and we want the future fasts to be a lot more successful.
True.
Remember, it's very, very important to make fasting a part of our lifestyle.
True.
And if we are going to reverse chronic diseases and to keep them very far away from us, we need to fast on a regular basis, and we need to be comfortable when we are fasting.
True.
And therefore this information is important. Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
The number 2 mistake that individuals make is being unrealistic when they are setting the goals. So we have said that first of all, set goals and write them down.
True.
But these goals need to be reasonable.
Yes, and realistic.
And
something you will be able to do.
Exactly. Now remember, the reasons as to why we engage in fasting differs from one person to another.
True.
Now, for some people, they want to fast in order to lower blood sugars.
Yes.
Now, for other people, they want to fast in order to lower blood pressure.
True.
For others, they want just to lose their weight.
Yes.
And others just want to feel healthy and feel young.
True. True.
Yes.
Yeah.
As we said the other time, when you fast, you grow
younger. True.
Whatever the reasons the person has, it is important to realize that those conditions that you want to reverse, they were not created in a year or two.
True.
For example, if somebody has very high blood sugars, they didn't just come.
Yeah.
Maybe they've had high blood sugars for 10 years, 20 years, and sometimes even 30 years.
True.
People have put on weight for the last 20 years.
True.
Or 10 years. Or 5 years.
Yes.
I mean, let's be realistic.
Yes.
There is no way you are going to lower that sugar when you fast for a day or 2 or a week.
And it took 10 years to get to where you are.
So you find that some people, they want to lose 30 kgs.
In a week.
In a week. And when they have not lost 3 kgs in a week, they are looking so frustrated.
Yes, and discouraged.
And they even want to say it doesn't work. But my friend, how long did you take to build that weight?
True.
So we need to be realistic. If I need to lose 30 kgs and I gained it in 10 years, maybe you may need a full year to consistently fast in order to lose that 30 kgs.
True.
And I think this is very fair. Our bodies are very fair. You use 10 years to add the weight, and you can use maybe 1 year to lose it.
True.
So you need to be realistic.
Yes.
If you want to lower your blood sugars, into the normal levels,
true,
maybe you need 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and sometimes even a whole year.
Depending on your body also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of very consistent fasting in order to see these good results.
Ah.
Now, what happens is that when we are unrealistic, we get discouraged.
Very.
You wanted to lose 3 kgs in 2 days.
Yes, yes, Mwalimu.
So every minute you're hopping into the weighing machine.
Yes. Have I lost any? Have I lost any?
And you see, Sarah, when I say that we are going to fast for 30 days, people actually thought it was a very long time.
Yeah.
But it was important.
Yeah.
Because I know the very first few days is for you to stabilize. And then as we move day by day, and as we advance the fasting hours,
yes,
I was definitely sure that within 30 days, somebody will have seen a change.
True.
Even those that find it very difficult to lose weight,
yes,
they will see some loss. Even if they see 2 kgs or 3 kgs,
true,
it is good progress.
Or even 1.
Or
viewers.
even 1.
Yeah.
If you do that consistently for 12 months, you will lose 12 kgs.
Yes.
And 12 kgs is a lot of weight.
True.
So it is important that individuals get realistic.
Yes.
When you are realistic, you sustain. When you are not realistic,
yes,
you get discouraged and you drop along the way.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3 mistake that individuals make is eating something that triggers sugars within the fasting window.
Okay, meaning?
For example, we created a fasting window in the beginning where you eat supper at 8 and then the next meal that you are going to have is 12.
At 12, yes.
And a lot of individuals, when they hear a meal, they are imagining of eating. So they imagine I can take tea without sugar and that you'll be fasting. The moment you take that tea and that tea has milk,
okay,
what is it going to do to your blood sugars?
I don't know. Tell me.
Now, dear viewers, if you're in the same position as Sarah,
I love my tea.
Now, the moment you take that tea in the morning, it is going to trigger insulin.
Ah.
And we said that insulin, once you trigger insulin, you have come out of the fasted state.
Ah.
So now you have actually broken your fast.
Even as much as you're not eating,
even if it is 3 sips of tea
with milk.
Because of the milk, there is sugar. Anytime the body senses sugar in the system, it tells the pancreas to produce insulin. To build that fasted state again, you need time. So you may be imagining that you fasted up to 12, but literally you fasted up to 6 when you took
my 3 sips of
exactly tea. And therefore the effect of a 16-hour fast
will not be felt.
You'd feel it yourself. The person who just took water will see the difference than the person who took something in the morning.
Because water didn't trigger insulin.
No. Water did not trigger insulin unless you put sugar in the water. And that is why we had said we should not even put lemon. Because lemon triggers a bit of insulin. And we did not want anything that is going to trigger insulin. When you don't trigger insulin, you are in the fasted state.
Okay.
The moment you trigger insulin, you have
not
gotten out of the fasted state.
So it's better if you had just eaten.
Yeah, it's better if you had just eaten and gotten full. And enjoyed your meal.
Wow.
Rather than just imagining you're fasting.
And nothing.
The body is not with you. So the idea of fasting for 16 hours is not just about avoiding food. It is avoiding anything that is going to trigger the release of insulin.
Okay.
And that is the basic thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. We are learning.
Yes.
Viewers, we are learning.
So, Sarah, if we want to remain in the fasted state, the only thing that we can take is plain water.
Okay.
We can take black tea without adding anything else, or we can also take black coffee without adding anything else. But in case you wish to fast for many days, for example, there may be somebody who wants to continuously fast for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, then we can go a little further and allow them to add oil in their tea or in their black coffee.
Okay.
And the oil we add is olive oil or coconut oil.
Okay, and this tea is just black tea?
It is just black tea or just black coffee.
Okay.
And why we want to add the oil is because the person may be feeling they are lacking energy. Oil is going to add energy, but oil, pure oil, does not trigger insulin.
Okay.
So you will still be in the fasted state, but you have put a bit of energy into the body using the oil. So you can continue with your daily activities because you are energized, but you are still in the fasted state because you have not triggered insulin.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
But if the fasting is only for a few hours, let's not add in more calories.
Okay.
Because the moment we add the oil, we have added calories,
and
therefore we will not see the loss of of weight. Because now we are using the oil we have added for our energy instead of using the stored fat for energy.
Okay.
Yes. Dear viewers, mistake number 4, and this, Sarah, is a very interesting one.
Okay.
When we are fasting, some people are psychologically still stuck to their food.
Okay.
And they want to eat all the food they have not eaten when they were fasting.
Within the eating window.
Within the eating window. For example, right now, we are fasting for 20 hours.
True.
And we are only eating within a 4-hour window.
True.
And you know what happens? You may find that a person has lined up all the food
they would have taken
for that whole day. So, on the list, they have a thermos of tea. They usually take a thermos of tea. They need to finish that.
Yes.
They have lined up 3 eggs they would have taken for breakfast. They have lined up their salad and meat and avocado. That was their lunch. So when everybody else was having their lunch, they put their plate aside.
To have it during the eating.
To have it during the eating period. And for dinner, the family is taking beans and vegetables, and their plate is also there. They must eat their beans, they must eat their vegetables.
During a 4-hour period.
Exactly.
Really?
Within just a 4-hour window. And let me tell you, dear viewers, this is just psychological. There is a way that the body may feel psychologically deprived, and it wants to compensate.
True.
But logically, all that food is not necessary. Now, in the first place, we are engaging in fasting because we want to create a calorie deficit. We want the body to access the stored energy from the fat that is within the body. So now, if you're going to eat all that food, and literally overserve the stomach. It defeats the purpose for the fast.
True.
Does that sound logical?
Yes.
So, dear viewers, it is recommended that you only eat the meals that are remaining. For those that you didn't eat, just kiss them goodbye.
Bye. Bye lunch. Bye,
Bye
breakfast.
And you see, when we get used, it just becomes normal.
True.
So let us speak to our bodies, let us speak to our systems so that we actually succeed in the goals that we have set.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, failure number 5. Failure number 5 is actually something that I've also committed in the past. And this is failure to take enough water.
Guilty as charged.
Sarah, water is very, very important.
I know.
Because it is the one that cleans the cells and picks the toxins from the cells. Yes.
Okay.
Now, once it picks the toxins, they are flushed through the kidneys and they are going to leave the body as urine. Now, to ensure that the systems are not clogged with dirt, we need to drink water and water and water.
So you drink water more than usual?
Yes, you have to drink water more than usual. You see, Sarah, it is like trying to clean a house that is full of mud. And you have very little water. You will look like you're making the house more dirty than clean.
True.
So really, when we do not take a lot of water, the body feels very lethargic. You feel very tired and you feel very weak.
Okay.
And for some people, they interpret that as lack of energy. And now they want to go and eat. But really the body is telling you there's too much dirt, too much dirt. Drink water, drink water, drink water. And when you find yourself drinking the water, you actually feel better.
Yeah.
Now, the water that we drink should also be warm and not cold. Because if, for example, you take fridge water, you just feel it takes to cut your stomach.
True.
And that is not what you want.
Yeah.
You want to take the water that is fairly warm.
True.
And also, the way we take the water is also important.
Okay.
Don't just pick 1 liter of water and gulp it. That also is not going to have, it's not going to be good. Because if you put in a lot of water at the same time, the body will just release that water. And you find that within less than 30 minutes, you're already in the toilet. And that will not be good. So what we need to do is to take the water in zips. Kidogo kidogo, a little at a time. Yes, a little at a time.
Okay.
Take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you take another zip. Take another 10 minutes, you take another zip.
Okay.
And let me tell you, you'll be so surprised. You won't feel hungry and you won't feel tired. In actual fact, sometimes you even forget you are fasting because of taking the water. But if you're going to carry out the fast for a long time, maybe 2 days, 3 days, at one moment, you may actually feel like you're losing something and like you're getting weak.
Okay.
And this is simply what we call electrolyte imbalance. So there is no balance of your electrolytes. And if you have that kind of a feeling, when you're taking the water, just put a pinch of salt.
Oh, the Himalayan one?
It has to be the Himalayan salt. So just put a pinch and then you take the water. Don't put a lot, just a pinch.
The Himalayan salt is also known as the pink salt.
Yes. So you take a pinch, you add it into the water, you don't even have to feel it, and that is going to balance the electrolytes.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow. So a lot of water is key to successful fasting.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you don't take water, it may be difficult.
Okay.
And therefore, dear viewers, it is important that you take these points very, very seriously.
True.
And this is because we want you to engage in fasting again.
Yes.
And next time when we fast, we want that experience to be good.
Yeah.
We want that experience to be exciting.
Yes.
And we want you to complete the fasting. And this will happen if you have taken these points into consideration.
Wow.
Yes, Sarah.
Wow, nice.
And so, dear viewers, I think that's enough for today. And from me, it is bye-bye until next time.
Wow, dear viewers, we keep learning every day, and we are thankful that we are. Thank you very much, Mwalimu, for the lovely lesson. I've also had some of the mistakes that I've been making where you think, okay, I'll have just a little tea. This is not eating. It's just a little tea with milk because of the way I love tea. So those are some of the mistakes that some of us make, and also maybe not drinking a lot of water during your fasting time. So we are learning, and we thank God that we are. So dear viewers, thank you very much for your continued support, and for those who have subscribed, thank you very much. For those who have not, please remember to do so, and also comment, tell us, is this channel of help to you in any way? And do you like the content that we are making for you guys? So from us, it's goodbye and God bless you. Bye.